Hey everybody, this is Sin Speaks, and today we're doing the, I believe, fourth podcast. And we are here today with King Mars
Thank you.
and my co-host Andrew Sobel, obviously.
Hello again.
And we are also here joined by our previous guests, Moon Chaser.
Hello.
If you don't know, he likes to chase moons.
and
Yeah.
Speaker Sound.
What?
Yep. And today we are rambling about animals. So first off, we're going to be talking about all the different creatures. We'll also be talking about animals. Okay, so first we have Awizotl, the dog-like creature inside of the Daring Do books who had the command of the army of cats.
Which is not at all weird and makes total sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously dogs control cats.
I thought Awizuda was a name. I didn't realize it was a species.
Oh,
I mean, it's like it's almost, I believe it's a mixture of like two different types of mythological animals, I think. I'm not sure.
well, he's the only one that we know of that has that. He doesn't actually have an official name, so we're basically just using him because I don't know.
Squids, toucan, turkey. Was there a squid?
That was when the Cutie Mark Crusaders were crusading for the Cutie Mark, and they went in the lake and there was a giant squid that chased after them. Sorry, I'm fanatic over here.
And I must have been out of it when I saw that episode. I've seen snails.
Have you seen Snips?
Yeah, I hate those two so much.
Their voices are pretty nice, though.
I see a meadowlark. Yeah, I remember seeing the meadowlarks. Hummingbirds are cute. I love hummingbirds.
So Awizotl, do we have anything to talk about him?
I have something to mention.
Oh,
wow. Go ahead.
Well, Arizona, I think that's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I'm correct, because I am a mythological creature nut, is actually the first mythological creature that wasn't to do with the Greek mythology. It's an Aztec myth. So yeah, I think that's the first creature that's not related to Greek mythology.
It looked very almost, I wanted to say Egyptian, actually. When I first saw him, he looked very Egyptian in appearance, kind of like almost akin to, what's his name? Anubis. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Which makes sense. He's the bad guy.
I think the hand on his tail, I'm pretty sure he's got a hand on his tail, right? Mm-hmm. The hand is originally, again, this is due to the Aztec myth, is meant to represent manipulation. But yeah, it doesn't have a name. The Awizotl is a creature, not connection. As someone said beforehand, I think it was Sin.
Interesting. My question is, why is Ponyville the one place located near the most dangerous creatures?
Because
the world is stupid.
Convenience of the plot.
Plot inconvenience is probably the real answer, but it's like one of all the towns, like that little town lives next to Manticores live, Timberwolves, and it's like, wow, what a location.
Well, if you think about it, in the past, as stated by the books that were written for it, in the past, the princesses used to live in the Everfree Forest in their giant castle and whatnot.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the Everfree Kingdom.
So the Ponyville was stationed right outside of it because it was the most safe place. It was the most stationary place in the whole of Equestria. And then Nightmare Moon bombed the hell out of it.
Kamikaze! Yeah. She was like, I'm trying to think of someone I can compare her to, because they had like this, God, there's something I swear she was referencing with the Princess Sisters, like one of them rebelling and taking over. It's like, I think it's a Greek tragedy that Lord Faust was parodying with that.
Huh.
Like Greek tragedies always involve stuff like the father is killed by the son, and the son takes his wife as his own, or Cain and Abel almost. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Like, one son tries to kill the other. It's almost like, except it's princess sisters. But Obviously, it's meant for kids, so they had to dumb it in reasoning. But that's how I compare it, like Cain and Abel. Their story.
Yeah.
But then again, my question is, or my theory, I should say, is that the Earth pony is actually more superior than all the races. And that's because of one fact, is that Pinky seems to be the only character in the show that can break physics and
season 4, premiere, there's another Earth pony can do it. And my stepdad had a theory about that. It's because, as you notice from them, all the party ponies that have been shown so far, she's Pinky, the one who did the weird balloon,
party favor.
Yeah, party favor. They are all very much so children. In their heads, they are very much so children. And when you see Pinky gets faced with the harsh reality of truth and stuff like that, friends don't like her, she stops being a child. It just goes away. And as you know from that, she doesn't break reality. When she's in that form, she cannot break reality.
No. It's like her power relies upon smiles almost. Like if she
her power relies on how much she believes that she can do it. Her power isn't that it's not like force of nature. It's how much she believes that reality does not work.
Yeah.
Her powers are focused on the reality bending, because it's not so much that she lives in reality. She lives in a different spot in her mind.
Don't forget, though, you know how fast Rainbow Dash is. Remember, in Party 1, she technically, no other pony has been shown to be able to even be compared to keeping up with Rainbow Dash.
Actually, one, Lightning Dust.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about out of the main 6. Like, it seems out of the main 6, it seems like Pinky was the only one that can keep up with her. And
that's because she believed that she could do it. She could bend reality to her will because she believed so hard. And when she stops believing, her hair stops being poofy because it's just there and it goes straight because her hair has lost all imagination. She's lost all her imagination, she's lost all her powers, and therefore she's back to her life. And then when she gets super happy again, she starts believing that reality doesn't work around her.
I think we're getting sidetracked again.
Oh, yeah.
How can you guys be doing this?
Well, I mean, the animals, one thing I get upset about is that, like, okay, they don't eat meat. That's an obvious given.
Fish do. No, it's fine, not fish. There were some that you can see in season 4, the one where Fluttershy started singing, I believe. She swooped down, grabbed some fish out of the water and dropped it, in front of a couple animals.
Yeah. Well, I was speaking of the ponies in general. Like, it seems the ponies themselves don't eat meat. However, and plus they're always naked. And yes, I know Rarity has the clothing boutique, but seems they only wear clothes on special occasions. So why do they have sheep? Why do they not have sheep walking around? Why do the sheep have to be herded, and yet donkeys can buy a house? Like, is there some sort of violation of rights now in this world? Yeah, that's what I'm just wondering.
Same thing with the cows as well, because in one of the earlier episodes, Applejack rounds with the cows. In the end, they can talk.
Yeah, and then you can also see
she makes like a scoop. She says, "Try to steer clear of Ponyville," almost like saying, "We don't like your kind here." In a way, that's the way.
Well, if you think about there was the Small episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing that she talked to was the cow. To get the cookie.
Which is weird. It's like, so I just don't understand. Like, I guess cows are equal to them and donkeys, but not. It seems like anything that's like almost equine related is equal, but everything else is not.
Yeah,
like as I get from the show, like cats, sheep,
diamond dogs.
Diamond dogs, they're kind of like male cliches almost, like dumb lumbering brutes, basically.
Yeah.
Or annoying little pipsqueaks, I guess, in some cases. Plus, like, Fluttershy takes care of, like, animals and, like, bears, and, I mean, so the bears eat fish. But wouldn't Fluttershy not like that? Like, she doesn't like violence,
Well,
obviously.
she because she's taken care of so many animals in her life, she probably is used to omnivores as well as carnivores and stuff because she knows Winona as well. She takes care of Winona very often,
Yeah.
and that's a dog. And dogs are omnivores, so they do have to eat meat at some point.
I think dogs are actually carnivores.
Well, every
They
dog
can-
I've ever seen have been able to eat any type of fruit, any type of vegetable. In fact, my dog that we had, he used to love our carrots. He loved our lettuce. There you go.
Well,
And a lot of,
I think they're omnivores, but they're more meats. They're more for meat than they are.
yeah, they're more carnivore
Yeah.
than they are.
Yeah. It'd be more of a question of are they more omnivore or more carnivorish or herbivorish on that. But I think dogs are more of a carnivorous type of animal.
All right.
And
but that-
you can also see from a lot of their teeth, a lot of them are in fact carnivores because of how sharp it is. Like bears, a couple, the beavers. I'm not sure if they're carnivores.
Beavers are
No,
herbivores. Herbivores.
Okay. But you have the dog, you have the bears, you have, I swear there's another animal that was a carnivore. And a giant thing. I can't remember.
Was it a bear?
Oh, I said bear.
They
Bear,
said,
dog.
well, there was, in one episode there was a seal, and they eat fish, so it's technically carnivorous.
So why is it like the ponies, the cows, and the donkeys can talk? So can the sheep. Yet the sheep have seemed to be treated inferior. So have the cows to an extent. And every other animal doesn't seem to speak other than their own, animal language, which I guess makes sense, but still I know it's stupid. We're talking in depth about a kid's show on that, but
We talked about in depth about a lot
some
more than just
idea.
animals on a kid's show before.
Well, I mean, it's not like the first time anyone's overanalyzed anything. It is kind of weird that they chose, basically three, and then you got the dragons that talk. You got which are mythical creatures, if you don't count the mythical creatures that are in there. Even the Chimera talked. And I don't even think the Manticore talked, which it would make more sense if the Manticore did. Because it showed to be a nice creature. It just had a thorn in its paw. So it could have said something like, "Thank you, Fluttershy," or something.
Yeah,
Right.
And there's like
And wasn't
Cerberus.
that just like them to give Fluttershy the shaft always?
But then there's Cerberus or Brute-Back.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat's like Opal, which is apparently seems to hate most ponies. Except
for
Fluttershy.
Fluttershy.
You don't see Opal anymore during the show, though. Have you guys realized that?
Because Rarity probably drowned her after getting slashed for the very last time. She was just done. Sorry, Opal. My favorite part, though, is when Discord messed with Angel. I hate Angel.
Oh my god, that was
Is
amazing.
a piece of crap. Fuck Angel. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I have a hatred for that bunny. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No
I mean,
one-
he slapped Fluttershy on 3 different occasions.
Yes, I see
And he
that.
also locked her out of her house.
Yeah,
But seeing Discord just making him run around and
making his life hell. I mean, it sucks. Andrew, continue. I'll be right back.
I propose a question.
Alright.
What species would you like to see in the show? Sentient. Like,
Can it be any species?
Yes. Any fictional or realistic?
Is a dragon pony fictional?
A dragon. Something original probably would be better, not a combination of other ideas.
I would like to see introduced there's been a lot of OCs to do with deers, and I don't think they've actually included that in the show, so it'd be nice to see like an actual deer in the show. Also moving on from like that to heading more Zikora's way. again, raising that point that I said earlier, I'm not sure if it was in the podcast, giraffes would be kind of interesting. Going back to Sakura, you know the cutie mark on her flank? I think it was raised a point by someone called, I think, the Brony Notion said this, and I really liked his point here. What if the cutie mark that was on Sakura's flank is actually not a cutie mark, it's a tribal mark?
Yeah, a tribal tattoo.
Yeah, so, like, that would lead on saying, oh, there's probably more zebras out there, they just haven't been introduced yet, or something like that.
Yeah, well, if you look at if you look at a map of Equestria, you see that there are multiple continents, because Equestria cannot be the only one. Because that's like saying that the world only has one spot in which it's capable of life.
At first was the name of their world. That's what I thought the name of the planet was Equestria, but then I found out that's just the continent. And I'm thinking, alright, well there's a whole frickin' world, you know? There should be some place where the Minotaurs come from. What do the Minotaurs do? What do they eat? Is Iron Will the only one that makes a living, you know? There's a lot of room they have to explore, you know?
Yeah.
Owls. Why is that owl, and when are they going to stop with the who jokes? Yeah, I'm getting tired of that joke. It's for rare. It's 4 seasons. We've been here since season 1, and we can't say. All morons. Or maybe they're just high from the air of Equestria. Maybe if you go there, it's like inhaling Vicodin and all drugs in the world. But it's like natural and healthy for you. Maybe that's why they're so forgetful and they smile a lot and can't feel pain. Wait. Well, it seems to take a lot to send them to the hospital, and it seems like it takes a lot.
Wait, did we move off of owls, or are we still on owls?
No, they were from owls to Vicodin and drugs.
Well, I just don't know how they live there. It has to be like the air is like just one big like drug. Because everyone's just too happy. And Pinkie Pie, it takes a lot for most of them like to get depressed. So I'm assuming the air and the water, maybe there's something in the water, I don't know. Plus they listen to dubstep.
That's the most interesting theory I've ever heard.
Seriously, think about it. Rainbow Dash has been flung into walls, half of them have been thrown through crap, thrown around, but yet only once or twice has one of them been in the hospital. So obviously it takes a lot to hurt them, unless they're just durable, but I don't think so.
Well, if you hit anyone, no matter how strong, if you hit them in the right spot, you can break something. It doesn't matter if their bones are made of steel. If you hit them in the right spot with the right pressure, they go down.
Yeah, I know, but, like, if you compare Rainbow Dash flying into a cliff, the side of a cliff that sends her to the hospital, compared to her getting trapped underneath a gigantic boulder that could have crushed her easily and probably would have broken her tail, the bones in her tail, and, like, in several different places, she didn't seem to really feel that much pain. She was more worried about just being left behind. But, you know, if you had a boulder on your arm, the first thing you're going to feel is, oh my God, there's a boulder crushing my arm.
And then you'd be like, oh God, pain.
You know, the first thing she should have been yelling was, oh my God, my tail is broken. But instead
it's not like, don't leave me. It should have been, oh God, why?
Yeah, it's like there would be blood. We're talking about a serious injury. I mean, you don't have like a 2-ton boulder fall on a limb and you just go, oh, that hurt. No, you don't.
Like, they're leaving me. Now I can't move. Yeah, Let's keep pulling the tail.
Yeah, she was like trying to, and she was, I saw my grandpa once try to rip an IV out of his arm and blood was spurting out and he was in pain. She's yanking on her tail while it's trapped underneath a giant boulder and she's just going, and I'm just thinking, how is she not in writhing pain right now?
Yeah.
And then
that doesn't seem like it'd be all too effective. And another thing, how did the turtle lift it with his neck?
The magic of
turtle is fake.
Well, because Tank is
Tank. There's no logic. He is Tank.
He lifts
I mean,
like what, a
hey.
2-ton boulder, as you said, with his head.
Yeah,
What?
like it did it like a jackhammer, which
Yeah, it's
is yeah, and it's like, wow, turtles in a. Why doesn't he speak though? Either it's, but why does Applejack understand Winona yet? Only one thing I like to see is like Fluttershy talk to an animal, and we hear like a tweet, but then we actually hear what she hears. I like to hear what a hummingbird sounds like when they talk.
Hey,
I wonder
Fluttershy,
how-
can I eat your,
Then I'll
food?
smash you. That's annoying. Hey there, Fluttershy, how's it going? Shut up.
It would be the best if the hummingbird had the deepest voice you've ever heard, though.
Kind of like on that.
Or the hummingbird would sound like this. Well, this was an interesting day. I'm going to sleep.
No, Sin, stop.
I think Fluttershy gets with some animals when she talks to them. Do you think she talks to one of them and then they're talking and she's just kind of like thinking, okay, enough time now. I need to kind of get going. You're really boring me.
I'm sure that's happened a few times.
There has to have been one or two animals that just probably are not interesting.
Then you just think, what would Angel sound like?
Angel would sound like,
That's it.
oh yeah, fucking bitch.
Because you just stare at their intro. She's like, eat this carrots. 3 more bites.
Yeah.
2 more bites. 1 more bite. No.
Acting like it's killing him, and it's like, shut up, you ungrateful of so-and-so. She's caring for you. She's letting you sleep on a couch. You should be thanking her.
I just noticed something. How far off topic are we?
Well, we're still on animals.
We're still on animals. I figured the topic was animal related.
So we're just bitching about
We didn't
animals.
use that. I'll do that.
So did any of you catch the Fluttershy Big Mac thing when they were about to go follow the cutie map?
No.
Talking about how Fluttershy is going to hang out with Big Mac.
No.
Oh
No,
no,
she
that
just
was
said that she'd stay behind with Skype and Skype.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
her way disliking the fact that they were going to be talking about hookball. For freaking hours and days, and it's just done be like, yeah, we're gonna talk with Big Mac, we're gonna show him my card, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna drink beer, and she's like, oh, no, thank you. No, that's just,
Even
no.
though Spike did that on purpose.
And then Spike's like, oh, okay. King Mars, do you have any thoughts about any animals or creatures that are not currently in the show, but you would like to see them?
That's a tough one, because right now I'm more interested in the idea of, like, seeing, like the season 1 and 2 premiere. I kind of grown tired of Ponyville.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want them to move out, but to be honest, if I was to be blunt, I really would like to see him visit the dragons. Like, I'd like to see those two societies. I'd like to see how they fare in this show, like how they're set up. That's just kind of they're more mythological, but if there is one Minotaur, who's to say there isn't a continent full of it, and what if they need help friendship-wise? Well, now they can go visit the Minotaurs, and then visit the dragons.
Well, the dragons thing, when Spike went on the quest to figure out who he was, he didn't really find out anything, but you thought you were going to find out more about how a dragon lives and stuff like that, but they really didn't go into detail.
Yeah, they just showed us how evil kids are.
Well,
Yeah.
there's also one thing that depresses me is that was the first and last appearance of Pee-wee. Did they just kind of get to feed him?
Well, no, in the episode directly after the Crystal Empire games, the first one where they met Harshwinny, he had pictures of Pee-wee. I'm not sure what happened to him, though. That's really annoying.
Because it ended with kind of like a new introduction to the group, so to speak. Welcome to the family, Pee-wee, and then Pee-wee's gone. Sad. Does Spike not feed him? Why?
Did he let him into the wild? Did he violently hurt him? I don't know what happened.
Well, I imagine he would just fall asleep, and then Twilight found it dead and just went, Spike! you're supposed to feed Pee-wee, and he's just like, oh, well, sorry, goodbye.
Yeah, we're just not
And
going to
maybe
show
he
this.
just like ran away because stuff just something bad. Basically.
That's very sad to think about. I'm not going to think about that anymore. That's sad. That was like a baby phoenix, too. Beautiful creature. Ooh, phoenixes are awesome.
I love to see the buffaloes come back.
Oh, yeah.
Buffaloes, yeah. I forgot about them. I think they'll probably do that in season 5. They're hinting at, like...
Well, you never know if Fluttershy might stand up to Gilda as like a mom.
Maybe just...
Stand up to the bully.
Maybe it's an episode where Discord actually convinces Fluttershy to stand up for herself.
Ooh,
maybe she turns in, maybe
nice.
there's like a montage of him like turning into Gilda and just like, come on, hit me, Fluttershy, come on.
Well, they already tried doing that with another episode, the Minotaur one, the Iron War one.
Oh yeah. Where she became, like, she went to the extreme with her assertive...
She went to the dark side, because they have kick-ass.
Apparently she was the mom. It sucks, though. Like, I don't like... Because why was everyone such jerks at the beginning to her?
Yeah.
One pony in the world. I mean... Why? I get it from a writer's standpoint. They were trying to make it to where Fluttershy really needs to assert herself, but... It just, sometimes I just question, why be so mean to her? She's not that mean. She doesn't deserve it.
Why be mean to nice, quiet, shy people? I mean, they're quiet and they're shy.
Why not, have it done to Rainbow Dash, and then Fluttershy tries, and then gets the brunt of it, something like that. Not just right off the bat, yeah, there'll be 150 bits, and they're just like, don't be such a pushover. It's like, why don't you try not being such an idiot, insensitive ass? Why don't you stop?
No offense, Donkey.
It's just like, the guy's like, well, it'll be 50 bits for that cherry then. But Angel won't eat it, and then Angel, like, throws her out of her own house after that. And it's like, oh my god, I want rabbit stew.
And she, like, takes the bowl because it doesn't have, one ingredient?
Yeah, it's missing the cherry, and it's ridiculous. It's like, oh my god, I hate you. I want rabbit stew right now. I want to make a suit out of your pelt, you little so-and-so. Ugh, I hate that bunny. And I hate Flutter loving him.
Do you have any mythological creatures that you know of?
Not top of my head.
Did you know there's 4 different types of phoenixes for each element? There is like an earth phoenix, and it looks like it's made of like, if you look at a picture, it looks like it's made of rocks and mud. It's really cool, actually.
They need to add like different types of mythological creatures. Like, they've already added the rainbow fruit bats.
I wouldn't mind seeing the sirens, like actually in, like Equestria rather than the human world. That'd be cool. I don't know how they did it in there, but...
Like mermaids?
No, yeah.
Well, kind of like this, I don't know, it'd be nice to see even just like a cameo appearance of like a siren just running around or something.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't only like 3 sirens, there was multiple. And,
the entire species.
Yeah. So there could still be sirens like in Equestria.
Yeah.
Never know.
Right.
And
mermaids. We don't.
Yeah. No ponies, sea ponies. So, yeah, that'd be nice to see them as well.
I know this is an off-topic question, but anyone know what the illness the trots do to you?
Trots?
Pony, like, plagues and stuff. There's like, she's listing off these things, hay fever, the trots, and I'm just saying, like a hoof disease or something? So like, diarrhea. Or do they just
diarrhea.
Is it diarrhea?
It might be like an athlete's foot.
No, I think it's diarrhea because it's called the runs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Assuming that's what it, well, I love it when they trot, like when they're panicking, and like Twilight does that thing where she kind of moves her hooves fast up and down. It's so adorable. I don't know why it's adorable, but when they do the horse things, like when Button Mash on the episode goes, yay, and he lifts up his legs. It's just so adorable to me. It's like, oh, I want to hug you. I want to take you home.
also when they neigh.
Yeah.
So
Neigh. I want to see a pony holding a sandwich board sign that says "The end is neigh." That would be fun.
Just like, new episode. Ooh, it's a new episode. The entire 20-minute long thing. The end is neigh. The end is neigh. The end.
Children commit suicide or have seizures. It's the ultimate scandal. They put in like subconscious messages to buy their toys and it backfires. It's like the colors mixed wrong and it made the kids go nuts and they're like, ah!
Let's see. You order a red and blue striped pony, okay? It's red and black. Oh no, death.
My Little Pony, Apocalypse Ponies.
Fallout Equestria.
Going back to the point to what creatures should be featured in there. Griffin's already in there, but it is a mythological creature, the hippogriff, like silver quills they see. Be actually kind of cool seeing at least one of them around.
I'm trying to think of some other issues, but honestly, there's not really much to go on when it comes to, other than, I mean, I guess Fluttershy's in charge of, taking care of the animals, but that still means that obviously the ponies are more advanced enough to where they can consider themselves rightful, owners of pets, which is kind of weird of a paradox when a pet's like an animal's owning a pet, You got a pony with a cat as a pet, or, a turtle as a pet. It's kind of weird. There's that hippo, of course, from the episode, like, it's the only time there's a hippopotamus in the damn show, and it's like, add in animals and all that, and it's, where do they come from? Why is it just, is that his power? Is that his mark? Is that what Cheese Sandwich can do? Just make hippos appear?
Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Nacho.
Oh God, that song. I remember that music video came out. Good Lord. That music video, that song was like the Macarena. It was like horrid, yet everyone played it everywhere for like 3 months.
Well, it's because it gets stuck in your head so badly. I mean, it's like
that sucked about it. Like, why is it the most annoying songs get stuck in your head?
Well, do we have anything left that we would want to say before we do that?
If I get 150 subscribers, I will get...
He will tattoo his cutie mark on his butt cheek in front of everyone on camera.
In front of on camera.
That'd be,
So get me 150 subscribers, you guys.
Go to his subscribers and watch him be weird.
Yes, watch him put his sword, which is created by Moonchaser, on his buttocks.
Well, hey, it's awesome. At least it's not a microphone like every other VA does. They always have a microphone cutie mark. It's like, I want a flaming sword of justice.
Well, hey, if you don't do that, you have to cut out on your pants, like a circle around it. So it's
I will.
Always there.
I will show it off proudly. I mean it.
Outro time.
Alright. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And go check out everyone's channel.
Yeah, check out everyone here because they deserve a little attention. Give them a little love.
Thank you guys for joining us. It was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. This is Speaker Sound saying speak to you later.
King Mars says stay frosty.
Alright, and we shall see you guys on the next video that we do at some point in the future.
And I am
Ooh, the future.
Set your watches, folks. Some point in the near future.
Yes, 15, 20, 25, 28, 27 years.
Take your pick. And I hope you're surprised. Everyone loves a surprise.
Yes. Yeah, so we shall see you guys on the next video. On Wiedersehen.
And I am going to bed.
Hey, corn dogs.
Laters.